it's there. That's a great question. I was going to say that once I started nuts and bolts, once I started paying attention, like Marty's saying, noticing, paying attention on the cushion, then it carries with you. So for the viewers out there, any newcomers to meditation and to running, I would say just if you stick with it, then you take what you have on the cushion, it carries off into your life and into the running. So I noticed much more, and it's really interesting that this whole movement on natural running, Born to Run, all came around at the same time.
Yeah.
Zach Young was starting this, so it's almost a movement, because when we're paying attention to our form, that's like a tiger.
Mm-hmm. But you know what, speaking of sure-footed in that book, Born to Run,
Yeah.
Born to Run, he talks a lot about natural running and barefoot running, and there was a little bit of a movement, do you remember, about barefoot running? And one shoe company even came out with the 5 toes or 5 fingers, they call it, you could slip your foot into and run. And I remember, Rock, you and I were running up Mount Sanitas, which is a rocky trail, and then Rock, he's sure-footed as he is,
He hit a rock.
He hit a rock and broke his toe wearing those things. Then you also, didn't you run the Pikes Peak half marathon? With those on. So basically you ran it barefoot.
Yeah, and someone was, guys who have run Pikes Peak, and if you haven't, it's a great, when to do is, it's really steep, and then someone in front of me, I know some people in our audience have done it, and then someone in front of me, it was kind of wet, and he slipped, and it's like, oh no, right on my foot. But when I broke the toe, it's because I was not paying attention, I was not being mindful.
That's
I was
exactly my point.
yelling or doing something.
You weren't yelling. I know. You were talking to me about something, and you weren't looking down.
Yeah.
But you weren't paying attention at that moment, and you weren't sure-footed in that moment.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice reminder for us when those things happen, right? Like the reason you stubbed and broke your toe, I mean, you wouldn't have broken your toe if you had a shoe on, but the fact that you were running barefoot and that happened to you, maybe you weren't taking extra precaution given what you were wearing and not paying close enough attention, which happens to all of us. But that's one of the benefits of meditation, is you strengthen your ability to pay attention in all aspects of your life. So in your case, maybe you wouldn't have broken your toe, not the end of the world, but I can tell you in my life, it saved my life. Because I was going to go up on our roof, and here in Colorado, for cooling systems, use evaporative coolers. In the wintertime, you want to turn the water off and all that kind of thing. And so I waited till later in the season. Finally, winter is upon us. It's a kind of a rainy, sleety day. It's going to snow overnight. Finally, I have to go up on the roof and do this. So I didn't really want to. I wasn't really paying close attention. I grabbed the ladder, leaned it up against the side of the house on a metal gutter, metal extension ladder. Didn't have it at the right angle. Wasn't paying close attention. Got up to the very top of the ladder, and I was on the very top rung, and I had one foot on the roof, and I was about to lift the other foot off the ladder to put that foot on the roof, and the extension ladder went away from underneath of me, and it flipped me over to basically on my back, as if you're on a hammock. Imagine being in a hammock, 8-9 feet off the ground, and then the hammock disappears. I fell all the way to the ground, and I broke my back, L5 vertebrae, but luckily my foot hit first, not my head. If my head hit first, I'd be dead. That was at the age of 53, so it had been all over because I wasn't paying attention. So you talk about the value of meditation. I wasn't being mindful in that moment, and it almost cost me my life.
Yeah, and so that's powerful.
Yeah,
and
it is very powerful.
Yeah, and so I just also add that the 4 stages that are in the book, Running with the Mind of Meditation, that we talk about when we do the Shambhala Mountain Center retreat, is that for me, I'm pretty happy with being at the tiger stage. No, I just got there, and I kind of just do the follow the breath meditation, and it really did make my running more enjoyable. I've been running for a long time. A lot of it was like a struggle, like Marty knows. But now when I go out there, because I'm paying more attention, trying to be like the tiger, paying attention to my form. When you pay attention to the form, you're more efficient. When you're more efficient, you're spending less energy. And it's fun. You're running with your buddies, and you can still do that running fast. It's not running slow. Sometimes running fast is actually easier than running slow. And so by doing that, paying attention to my form, just made it fun. And I do it more because it's fun.
Right.
Like this morning, for instance, we ran in about an hour and a half with Josh, who's in our audience, and it went by like in a second, right? Right?
Oh yeah, we were talking.
We could have gone another.
We're talking about these kinds of topics.
We're talking about you, Josh. We were talking about Josh. Remember? one of the guys that I trained in Boulder back in the 80s, his name was Rob DiCostella, another Lydiard disciple, but he used to have a saying I really like, it's train smarter, not harder. So that'd be something we could leave the listeners with. Train smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So how do you train smarter? Well, you're not going hard all the time. You're not angry. You're not upset. You're not going out there and crushing the other person. How do you train smarter? You have to notice what you're doing.
Right.
How do you notice? Well, it took us a long time, but maybe noticing just like we did just a little bit ago by sitting, meditating,
Right.
sitting calmly and just say, okay, wow, maybe Marty's onto something there. Well,